I think the best way to explain it to those people interested, it is to challenge you. Nothing better than playing with your screwdriver. Speaking of which, I got a lot of questions about, well, first, if you don't know, I just launched a Kickstarter, which is that kinetic driver. And because of that, I got really a lot of questions about like designing things, like innovating or improving things in a way. And I think the best way to explain it to those people interested, it is to challenge you. So that gives me a reason to explain like my thought process, and you can apply it in a playful way. And then if you send me things, I'll write in the description how to send me things. I'll make another video where I will review them and give my thoughts about your improvements. And like innovating is not just, inventing the new time machine or something like an incredible new invention in biotech. The best way to learn how to improve and innovate is doing it with like simple things, and maybe things that have been this way for like 100 years. So my challenge is, I want you to improve this, like a coat hanger. And like, there's two kind of improvements. One is like incremental improvements, which is like you take this and you add things, or you take off things and you try to make it better for like a specific use. And then there's a radical improvement where you make something that doesn't even look like this, but it solves the same problem maybe in a better way. And improvement can be like a different material, so it's like more cost efficient, or like it solves like a specific use that probably 100 years ago we didn't have, or it can be like environmentally friendly. I don't know, like you have to pick what is the problem based on the use that now we do of such thing, and then make it better in your way. And you can send it to me, like you can make a prototype, or you can just sketch it, or you can make a 3D drawing, 3D print it, do whatever you want. Probably the best way would be Instagram to send me things. In the description there is like ways to send me the stuff. And yeah, it's easy as that. I think whatever you do, like don't be afraid to send it even if you think it's bad, because a lot of time people think they do stupid things but they're actually very clever, or they can just be tweaked in a little bit to make it actually incredible. But no matter what you will do, if you actually take on this challenge, you will learn something. I'm 100% sure that if you put your mind on something this simple, and by the way, simple means that it's actually very difficult to improve, because like it's been like this for ages, and like make it in a way that it's better, it's actually more difficult than being a biotech company with billions of euros and inventing something with 100 people. So like this is very hard to do, and you're gonna learn a lot, and I'm really looking forward to see what you come up with. So then again, it's just innovating, for me at least, it's just making something better in a smart way that no one thought, or even if you're solving just like a small little problem that only you have, you're improving something, you're innovating. So send me the things, I'm really looking forward to. By the way, I think I'm just gonna show now my promo for my improvement, my innovation, which is the kinetic driver. Thank you very much.
Allow me to tell you why you don't need the kinetic driver. It has a brass cylinder with a low CG. It creates a flywheel effect that feels like a superpower. But you don't need that. The total weight is enough to produce the right pressure on the screw. So you don't have to. But you don't need that. It has a ceramic bearing in the head. It feels like it's just levitating between your fingers. You don't need that. The knurling pattern is carefully selected to feel that satisfactory grip on it. That means great control, but you don't need that. The case neatly holds the kinetic driver and its bits, but it's also a smart platform to organize the small parts you're working with. But you don't need that. The kinetic driver is thinner where it should be. It accommodates the fingers that are not part of the action. Feels like the whole hand is resting. You don't need that. You just can't stop playing with this thing. Go back to work. You definitely don't need that. The passivation finishing process is a chemical treatment that makes it virtually immune to corrosion. But you just don't need that. You don't need all that. You simply don't need the kinetic driver. But if you want a tool that eliminates the gap between your hands and your next creation, a tool that feels like an extension of your skin, well, in that case,